Last episode, I tried and failed to get the clutches off. I kind of lost my cool, but you know what? Take a break from things, come at it from a different angle. This angle involved spending money, so I went ahead and bought a secondary clutch puller from DennisKirk.com, and I bought the official CV Tech clutch puller from someplace oddly local. There's the official clutch puller for CV Tech. You can see the little thing on there. I actually got in contact with the techs, and I had some guy in Quebec write me back in French, and then I just used Google Translate, and then he translated it again anyway because he forgot he was talking to an English-speaking person. But whatever, this should theoretically work. What I was using before was just the bolt, and what it really needs to be doing is bottoming out inside the end of the crank and pushing the whole thing off. So I was trying to do that with grease and water. It didn't work for me. Maybe it'll work for you, but this should definitely work. Well, I don't want to say that. So let's see what happens. So this is the secondary clutch puller. A lot of people think these don't exist, but they do. And what you do is you take apart you take the end section off your clutch, and you bolt this guy on here, and then you thread this thing in there, and it should theoretically, again, press it off. We will see how that works. So let's start with a primary, since I think that this should definitely work. So even though this is the official tool, I've heard these things work a lot better if you put a dab of grease on the very tip of them. There's probably a lot of grease in here already, but you know what? Let's just try it. What harm could a little more grease do at this point? I really don't want to snap this thing, so what I'm going to do is just tighten it a little bit and tap it. There we go! Look at that! After struggling for so long with Teflon tape and grease and making a mess, that was really satisfying. Awesome. Well, that means I can loosen the motor mount now and replace this snubber. So, look at that. Oh wow, look at all the shit that was in there. And you can see the little bit of rust that must have been holding that thing on there, and the 9 pounds of grease and shit that I have shoved in there. Not quite sure how this is going to go on. It doesn't seem like there's enough room to put this thing on here. But we might have to drill a hole or something. Woo! Alright, there we go. So it came with this metal cylinder. Again, no instructions, but it has a conical shaped thing on one side. I'm assuming you slip this in here. I don't know. And it looks like we're definitely going to have to drill a hole through the bodywork. Hopefully this doesn't blow apart my secondary. That would suck. Yeah, I don't know, man. It looks like it's starting to bend things. I don't know if this is coming off or not. Well, I could just blast it on with an impact and see what happens, but I really don't want to fucking break this secondary. Right now, I'm at a little bit of a crossroads. Man, it is just flexing, and I am not feeling good about this. So, what sucks about this is now the clutch is apart, the spring isn't in it, and the end plate isn't on it. And it's still on the sled. So I'm gonna see if I can put that back together and just leave this thing alone. I guess theoretically this would help belt deflection, but guess what? I have a feeling most of the problems that I was having with the sled was right here. So once I put this snubber in here, I think that we're gonna see a big difference. All right, zip ties, we'll see if that works. I don't know. Okay, zip tie failed. I don't know. Alright, so I really leaned on that puller and the nut stripped off. Like you can still see the parts of the nut in the threads of this stud here. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to install it one more time, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put pressure on this with the bolt, and then I'm going to heat the shaft here and then use my air hammer and see if I can knock it loose. That's the last ditch effort. If that doesn't work, I'm taking apart the brakes and the chain case and the side of the sled, and we're going to go ham on this thing. Alright, we're going to take off the chain case cover, and then I think we are taking off one of the, I don't know, the chain and the gear. I don't even know anymore.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
So there's one screw in here. Oh yeah, jack shaft removed. Look at that. So I'm gonna try to take this to a shop tomorrow and have them try to press off this clutch, and I'm probably gonna have them try to press off this bearing as well. But yeah, there we go. Jack shaft removed. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be putting all this stuff back together and hoping that it still works. Cheers.